Church, we have got some exciting things going on this Sunday. Come join us, 5 p.m. God has blessed us with two things that just refreshes our souls. It's prayer. Come join us for refresh, and
ice cream. Ice cream, ice cream. Prayer is better than ice cream, but very few things are better than ice cream. So tell us about Refresh. What do we do at Refresh?
So at Refresh, it is a time of prayer and worship, and we just spend time together praying and worshiping the Lord. It is a serious, refreshing time.
It really is a great time. I promise enjoyable for all ages. My kids come, little bitty guys are there with us. Yes. So come join us. But then everybody loves ice cream. So 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, right after Refresh is over, there are going to be homemade options to be sure. There will be some options for the gluten-free and dairy-free even people. But if you're like me and you think that Bluebell is the only ice cream that Texans should ever eat, then there will be Bluebell as well. I will bring some from my own personal stash to share with my church family. But y'all bring some as well. Yes. But it's going to be a great evening of fellowship. And on top of that, one more blessing.
Yes, music.
Music. We're going to have a jazz band playing for us. If you haven't heard yet, we are the new home to the Travis Avenue Fine Arts Academy. Yes. They're going to be at our church from now on, starting in the fall, but they're going to come and give us a preview of kind of what that means for us. They're incredible musicians. So music, ice cream, prayer, people that we love.
Yes.
It's going to be a great day. Maybe soon I might turn the baseball game on too, just to make it a little extra sweet, all right? So, guys, we love y'all. We hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Ice cream.
Ice cream. Prayer. Thank you.
Howdy, team. Happy Thursday. I hope y'all are doing great. I currently have the song Pomp and Circumstance going through my brain nonstop. I've been to several graduations this week. I have one more tonight and one more tomorrow. So if I start humming, forgive me. Although I want you to enjoy the song. In fact, I might even put Pomp and Circumstance just running in the background while I do this video, just so you can enjoy that song with me. We are back in Exodus, which is really, I think, kind of fun because Pastor Eric's preaching through Exodus on Sunday mornings with us right now. The next few weeks back in Exodus is going to be good. We're a little bit ahead of where Pastor Eric's going. That just means we're going to have the answers before he gets there, and that's all really, really good for us. We can offer him sermon tips whenever it's time. But we're back in Exodus looking at specifically the 10 Commandments this week. So that's why I'm coming to you from the second grade classroom today. I thought it'd be kind of fun, number one, because I knew someone in here would have a copy of the 10 Commandments, and Miss Loretta came in clutch for me. Thanks, Miss Loretta. But also, it's really easy to think about the 10 Commandments in terms of, well, that's what kids need to know. And kids do need to know the 10 Commandments, but truthfully, when you read through the commandments, they're squared far more at adults than they are kids. And so really, don't blow this lesson off. Don't take it as, oh yeah, we all know to do these things. Number one, we don't all know to do these things. Number two, even though we know not to do these things, we still do them. But number three, the commandments still apply. Absolutely. So look at these things intently, think through the implication, and discuss them. I think we can have some really fabulous conversations in our connection groups this week, just talking about the commandments and what does it mean to practically follow these commandments in 2021. In the student material, there is, though, and I think this is a great icebreaker, all of your groups can do this. They offer a suggestion to read about weird laws that apply still in odd places. Like, for instance, it is still illegal in Anson, Texas to dance. There is no dancing in Anson, where I grew up. That was one of the things that we were famous for, one of the blue light laws that still apply. But there's all sorts of crazy laws all over the country. You can Google those really easily. I would kick your lesson off of that. Just, again, it softens things up, makes it fun before we dive into some pretty serious stuff. I do think before you look at the commandments too, it is important to remember this is an important Old Testament and New Testament distinctive. Before God gave commands, he delivered his people first. This is true in the Old Testament and the New Testament. Before Jesus started telling people what to do, he delivered them. He set them free and then taught them how to follow them. And sometimes it was just a very simple, like, you've been healed, now follow me. This is what it looks like to have a relationship with my Father. Again, this is what happens in Exodus, right? He sets the children of Israel free. They are wandering in the wilderness. Actually, the wandering hasn't started yet. They've traveled to Sinai, and God gives them commands. But first, he set them free. This is what he does. Guys, it's so important for us to remember It would be awesome if unbelievers followed God's standards. The world would be an infinite place. The world would be a better place if we would just follow God's standards. But unbelievers aren't going to follow God's standards because they don't even know the Lord. The Lord wants us to know him first, and then we can understand the heart behind why he gives us these commandments and the other things too. That relationship is essential though, and being set free is essential. We're set free so that we can follow the commandments. So keep that in mind. I would bring that point out, discuss that. A couple of things about one commandment in particular. Remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Let me start with me. I don't always do that so well, but we as a society don't do that so well. Don't forget, this is why the children of Israel had to go to Babylon for 70 years. It's because for 490 years they did not keep the Sabbath. So they paid for that in 70 years. Keeping the Sabbath simply means resting. One of the holiest things that we can do is to rest, and not just to stop doing things or to take a nap, although it'd be wonderful to take a nap, right? But just stopping our work, stopping our striving, stopping our normal activities, being together and communing with God and recognizing, Lord, you are the one that makes my life possible. You're the one that provides for me. And we live in a society that's work, go, do, take advantage of this scenario so you can get ahead in life. And we got to remember, and that's part of what the Sabbath being holy is about. It's so we can commune with God and so that we can remember he's the one that advances our lives. So all the commandments are important. I think that's really worth talking about and focusing on. I also think it's worth talking about the order of the commandments. For starters, the first 4 commandments, and the lesson brings this out, they're all about our relationship with God. And then the next 6 are about our relationship with people. We always need to deal with God first. Our relationship with God is more significant than our relationship with people. Both matter significantly, but the first commandment is love the Lord God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength, right? So our relationship with God matters first. So that's why we get the God commandments, the first 4. The next 6 are about how we relate to one another. So our relationship with God is most essential. The relationship with people is second most essential. Both matters. But I also think the order of even how the final 6 are laid out. So number 5 is children obey your parents. So we start with kids, but then you sort of move your way up, right? And it's oh, hey, number 10 is don't covet. Don't want what your neighbor has. And it even says specifically, don't want your neighbor's wife. Again, these are not just geared at kids. They're geared towards all of us. So the order of the commandments matters. But I would just bring this up. I think it's so important, guys. The commandments still apply to our lives. These are like Jesus dying on the cross doesn't give us freedom to just do whatever we want. Jesus dying on the cross sets us free so that we can follow the commandments. Because keep in mind, the commandments are not about controlling us. The commandments are about us not experiencing death from that happens as a result of us breaking God's commandments. Remember, sin always leads to death. Following God gives us life. Following him restores life even more. We're free so that we can follow the commandments, so we can experience him at a deeper level. That's what the commandments are about. So they still apply. They're still worth following, which means they're still worth studying so that we can follow them. Guys, we love y'all. We'll see you Sunday. Have a great day. Bye.